people are unwilling to share notes. When will you get married? My top choice Deanery. This is making me so emotional, guys. Are you in a relationship? How to, you know, dance and move. What? I just felt out of place, like I didn't belong. Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. To those of you that are new here, my name is Simran and I'm a final year medical student studying at Imperial College London. Soon to be sitting her final exams in 3 weeks, but let's just not acknowledge that. Today I'm going to be doing a 2K Q&A. Like, I can't even believe that I'm saying this. We've reached 2,000 subscribers and I'm so gassed. So grateful to you guys for watching the videos and subscribing. I dropped a story on my Instagram to ask you guys if you had any questions for me and you did not disappoint. I can't lie. I'm so excited to be doing my first ever Q&A and going through all the questions that you guys have for me. Let's get into it. So the first question is, what do you love about Imperial? And like, where do I even begin with this? Because Imperial to me has been home for the last 6 years of my life and I'm still a fangirl till this day for Imperial. One of the things that I love about Imperial has to be the opportunities that Imperial offers to its students. There's so many things that I've done in my time at university which would not have been possible if it wasn't for Imperial. And just in general, the people that you get to meet at Imperial as well. I'm surrounded by incredible people who are doing so well in their own fields. It's truly an inspiring space to be in. And counter to that, loads of you guys wanted to know what's the worst thing about Imperial. One of the things that I don't like about Imperial would be that, okay, if you're studying on campus in the South Kent campus and you're a bit hungry and everything's basically closed down, you have to do a 10-minute walk to go to South Kent station and still the options there aren't that great. There's not that many quick and affordable options. Like the nearest McDonald's is all the way in Knightsbridge and that's quite a long walk when you're looking for like a quick fix. And secondly, I would also say that as much as it is a positive being surrounded by such incredible people, it can also really have an impact on your self-esteem as well. Sometimes to me it felt like I just felt out of place, like I didn't belong. I haven't done as many great things as other people have. I just felt quite inadequate. This feeds into the whole imposter syndrome thing as well, that I may not deserve to be there. However, as the years have gone on, I've really like tried to deal with those feelings, constantly reminding myself that, you know, I deserve to be there and applying for any opportunities that come my way, even if they feel out of reach or I'm not qualified enough to apply for them. Just because at the end of the day, if I don't apply, I won't know. So the next question is, what's your favorite year at university? And I would hands down say it was the year that I intercalated. I did a management BSc at Imperial Business School and it was my favorite year at medical school, and the reason being I got exposed to so much more than just medicine. This was a year that I got to meet so many people outside of Imperial as well. I developed so much as a person, my public speaking skills. I realized that I actually like can design things as well, which was new to me. It was just an overall really fun year and I learned so much about myself. If anyone is looking into doing a BSc, I would highly recommend it because you get to learn so much about yourself and about a particular topic as well. So I'd highly recommend. Okay, this one, I really like this one. Okay, so this is actually quite interesting. So it says, is it true that you find your love at medical school? Is it a common thing or just people saying that? So during freshers, we had this like introductory talk and one of the lecturers out of nowhere, okay, we did not ask for this, they got all the boys to stand up and they were like, oh, look around, 25% of the girls will be married to one of these boys. And then I was like, what? Like, I was just looking at these guys like, yo, you guys are my bros. This is just so weird. But actually, as the years have gone on, it kind of makes sense. People have found someone at medical school, but it doesn't have to be someone in their year doing the same course as well. I think university in general is a great place to meet someone. Just the number of people you're exposed to, the different clubs and societies that you join, and therefore meeting students from other universities as well. So there's more opportunities available at university to meet someone. Next question is, do you feel like medicine is competitive as you are ranked, or do you think that shouldn't impact how you perceive the 5 years of medical school? In terms of being ranked, it's not a great thing. I know Imperial doesn't like ranking people either, and professors have outright told us that, you know, this is not something that we want to do, but we have to do. Being truthful with you guys, the first 2 years of medical school at Imperial aren't ranked or anything. I was so chill. My whole goal was to just pass. However, when I got into 3rd year, I knew I had to step it up a bit because everyone around me was stepping it up a bit because we were ranked. And to be honest, the friendship group I have, I am so lucky to have them because I never really felt any competition between my friends and myself. We used to have these study sessions where we used to take exams, do histories, and, you know, keep doing them again and again and practicing in our group so that we could get better. And tell each other ways in which we could improve, and that still has stood till this day. I think in the back of your head it's like, okay, yeah, we will be ranked, but that should definitely not affect how you share resources, help each other out, or anything like that. And it's because you're doing this together, you're not doing this against each other, and that's important to realize. And I've heard experiences where people are unwilling to share notes, unwilling to practice with each other in my own university and in friendship groups that I know. I'm just like, how? You shouldn't view being ranked in medical school as a game against each other. You should be playing this game together. The next question is, do you feel that you need to become the stereotype of what a medical student should be like? As the years have gone on, and I've realized this for myself as well, that my identity doesn't solely depend on me being a medical student or me being a doctor. There's so much more to my life than just these things. I think that's reflected in how I approached university as well. Like, not at all did I ever let studying or doing medical school get in the way of me enjoying my life. I was part of so many different clubs and societies, performed at so many shows, organized so many things as well. When I look back at my first few years of university, I don't remember like doing medical school. I more so remember being in a dance rehearsal and like just having a lot of fun. For me, that's always going to be like my mindset with medicine. So I think there's no typical stereotype that a medical student should fit into. People studying medicine come from so many different backgrounds, so many different paths in life, that there is no stereotype of what a medical student should be doing. Yeah, I hope that answers the question. How do you study at med school and what resources do you use? I'm a med student too, and I don't think I've got the hang of studying smart yet. So in terms of studying, last year in my 5th year, I tried Anki. It just didn't work as well as I thought it would have for me. But what does work for me and what has worked for me for the last few years is doing questions. For me, doing questions is the primary way in which I learn. And I used to have this fear, if I don't know something, I don't want to do the question and get it wrong. It took a lot of time to reframe this. It was like, actually, you know what? If I get something wrong, I'm gonna learn from that mistake. If you have past med, past test, ques med, past paper questions from your university, like I would use those resources as a starting point and work backwards, because those resources are gonna tell you what you need to know. So the next thing is, this is making me so emotional, guys. Like, how do you feel as a final year medic, soon going to be an F1? And guys, like, I have this incredibly like bittersweet feeling about being at this stage. I remember when I started at Imperial as a fresher, I remember all these incredible memories that I've cultivated and created with such great friends. It's quite sad that, you know, it's all coming to an end, and it feels so surreal. But at the same time, I'm kind of done. Like, I'm excited to move on to the next part of my life and a new chapter in my life. I think that being at university for 6 years is a long period of time. I want to be working, I want to be doing something. I don't want to just be studying anymore. So it's bittersweet in that sense, that it's really sad to be leaving Imperial behind and all these memories that I've cultivated, but I'm so excited to make new memories, and I'm so excited to start working and experience this whole new life that is ahead of me. In essence, it feels surreal. Like, I can't believe I've come this far, and we just have a few more weeks to go, and then your girl is going to be a doctor. Touch wood, touch wood. So the next question is, what's your top preference deanery and why did you choose that? My top choice deanery isn't a London deanery, and that's because I wanted to stay at home whilst I was doing my F1, F2. As you guys know, I'm a very family orientated person, and to me family means the most, and I want to be at home spending the most time with my family, my grandparents, my parents. I love the comfort of my own home, and I know the first 2 years are going to be stressful, so I want to be taken care of. Once I find out what deanery I get into, then I'll post a video to tell you guys exactly where I've got and where I'm going to be working next year. Keep a watch out for that, because that will be coming very soon. Guys, you are just also like wanting to know this. This is the question that I've got asked the most. Oh my god. And the question is, are you in a relationship? And the thing is, guys, if you see the kind of stuff I post out here on Instagram, on YouTube, like, really, are we thinking that I have a guy? Okay, like, you tell me. That's your answer. Next question is, when will you get married? Okay, I don't know about when, but I know how. It's gonna be some massive party with like a week worth of occasions and all the outfit changes in the world and all the tears and all the smiles and all the laughs, okay? Like, this is going to be a smashing Hilari household wedding. I'm just so excited for that. Like, I've told my sister, I'm like, yo, you need to start learning how to, you know, dance and move, because you need to be the person who dances at my wedding. Like, so I've told her it's gonna be a week-long party and you guys are invited, but we don't know when. The next question is, I love your vibe, give me tips. How do you have so much energy? I'm just so glad you're feeling the positive vibes. And I think what really helps me is that because I'm a bit of an extrovert, I feel like I get energy from the people around me. I think having people around you that really like support you, back you, and really embrace you for who you are. And I'm so grateful that I have people like that in my life. But yeah, I'm so glad that you guys feel that. But I've got to say that I'm not like this all the time. I have so many moments where I feel really down, really insecure, and have a lot of self-doubt as well. And I think that just from this, it's important to know that it's not always what it seems like. I am a really bubbly and cheerful person in general, but it's not like I don't have my down days. So favorite food, biryani. I can't lie to you. If you put biryani in front of me, veg, chicken, lamb, any biryani, I will devour. Oh my god, I'm salivating at the thought of it. If it's not Indian food, my second favorite cuisine in the whole entire world is Thai food. Like, we went on holiday to Thailand and I never thought I would love another cuisine as much as Indian food. I've literally scouted out the best Thai restaurant in our area and I've been there and I've talked to the people at the restaurant. Yeah, I think we're friends now. So normally when I go on holiday, I always have to have like one Indian meal because I miss it so much. But when I went to Thailand, no Indian food in sight, because Thai food was keeping my taste buds spiced up throughout the whole time that I was there. Thai food just tastes like no other. Dream holiday destination. Oh, tell me about going on holiday, guys. I want to go on holiday so bad. We were supposed to have this elective where we would go abroad and practice medicine. Obviously cancelled because of the situation, but my dream holiday destination has to be a tour around South America, so going to Peru, Bolivia, doing Machu Picchu, the Rainbow Mountains. I also really want to go to certain countries in Southeast Asia such as Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam. I really want to go Vietnam. I can't explain to you, like, my whole Instagram page and feed is just full of places where I would love to go travel to. Another question is, how do you stay motivated? And I think motivation for me is very like up and down, up and down. I'll feel very motivated one day and the other day I will lack motivation and I will just want to like chill in bed. But for me, what's really helped me is like having habits. James Clear says this in Atomic Habits: you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. That quote literally summarizes motivation for me in a nutshell. It's about creating habits in my life that will ensure that I get to the place I want to be at. The most important thing about motivation is actually creating habits that will keep you going even when you lack motivation. Next, we have a question from Devify. Like, make sure you go subscribe to him. 3 biggest inspirations. So the biggest inspiration for me are my parents. They've sacrificed so much and given up so much to ensure that we are where we are today. They both could have had a much easier life back at home in India, but when I was born, my dad and my mum made the decision that, you know, from the outset, that we want to give our children a better life than we had in India. If it wasn't for that decision that they made, I would not be here today. I owe everything that I have to them. I always get really emotional when I talk about this, but they mean the absolute world to me. I'm just so grateful to have them as an incredible influence in my life. Maybe not 3, but I have 1 for sure. So next question is fave fast food / takeaway. I would have to say the All Stars meal from KFC, because the flaming wrap, I kid you not, it's one of the best wraps. Chicken popcorn, okay, and chips for such a good price. Oh my god, another thing that I really love is bar burrito. We used to have a bar burrito near university, but then it closed down and I swear it was one of the saddest moments. I was like, very sad. But they have one in Paddington and I've been to that bar burrito many times to satisfy my burrito needs. So that brings us to the end. There's so many more, but literally like my camera is tired of me talking to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe down below and check out some of my other videos. And thank you so much for watching, and thank you for getting me to 2,000 subscribers. I love you guys so much. See you later. Bye.